as we roll into a Showtime fall series, it's now two seasons, I mean, two series a year season for the Showtime Flag Football League. And today we'll be discussing basically the growth and visibility that the league is prioritizing for the Showtime series this year. In the studio with me is someone that is both on the league side and has been on the team side as well for the Showtime League. And for me, this discussion is going to be interesting. Why? Because it's a dive into the Showtime experience pre the Showtime. Pre the Showtime experience. So I will be here as your host today. I am Adebare Adejumo, the commissioner of Showtime Flag Football League. And joining me in the studio today to help us discuss this Discord about the next play Showtime Fall Series push is none other than Coach Extraordinaire, my friend, my colleague, Akwan Michael. Coach Mike, what's going on?
Thank you for the acceptance into Discord today. Like I said, the best coach, 10 toes down.
You understand what I'm saying? 10 toes down. Always 10 toes down for Coach Mike. Coach Mike, so the season is pulling in very fast, I must say. And this season, throughout the year, right? Since after the summer series, which was a spectacular event, anyways. The league has been trying as much as possible to, basically prioritize growth and visibility for the sport, right? So, what does this extended 2 season a year, the summer, the fall series, how do you think it? What does it mean to the players? What does it mean to the fans? And uh, the league's broader development. What do you think that means for a 2 season a year?
But to me, the great thing in sports, especially as Lagos as Nigeria as a whole. But for the players, it's more opportunities to show
Yes, sir.
yourself,
More games, yeah.
more opportunity to be seen on a big international level. Then to the work, improve yourself.
Yeah.
If you know one season you had a bad season, you didn't do what you expected. Like
Mm-hmm.
prime example, Musti that's now going to a different team.
Yeah.
Warriors last year he didn't do much. I think two touchdowns or one.
But
This year,
and every appearance that he got, he had a touchdown. So yeah.
definitely. So
Yeah.
now starting get more playing time. So this 2 seasons is basically um, a whole lot for these players to make them understand and showcase themselves way more.
Yeah.
Um, for the league itself, is it's great for these 2 seasons because now you have more music, more fun, more
Yeah.
visibility for the
More
league,
entertainment.
more entertainment,
Yeah.
and more time to be there on Sundays
Yes,
to come
sir.
watch some great
Yes,
flag
sir. Yes,
football.
sir. Yes, sir. So, Coach Mike, right? How has this structure basically changed your or impacted your long-term coaching experience, and also how do you think it has affected athletes development, basically your view?
Uh, Definitely it helped me out in a way that I know. I used to always be the coach that used to be like, win right now.
Yeah.
But now that I know that it's 2 seasons, I coach for the long haul. I coach for the betterment of my players, getting my players ready because it will take time. It's not gonna be overnight.
Yeah.
Before you could just,
Yeah.
to me, it's even hard to take players from different teams and put on one team and you
True.
expect that year to get a championship.
True.
No, no, no.
True.
You got to develop your players like the Warriors did.
I don't even think that's possible. But you should just waltz in and as a new team and then just go straight to the
Take the
championship.
championship.
You lose somewhere. You understand
Definitely,
what I'm
definitely,
saying?
definitely.
Most likely, if the team comes out like pretty strong, like Ican Sports did, right? You get whooped in the playoffs,
Whooped in the playoffs.
right? That's if you don't fall off in the regular season, but in the playoffs, that's where you see the powerhouse basically, right? So when you get to the playoffs, you get to know that no, something is up. But there's gonna be a time. Maybe not now, right? But there's gonna be a time in the league where um a team will come newly and just blow everybody
The
out,
playoffs.
right? But hey, we're still gonna give it a couple years before that happens. Talking about 2 seasons a year, uh, I mean 2 series a
Two
year
series.
season, and right now we're gearing up for the series. I'm just gonna like quickly put us through a little bit of the changes that we had, but that we didn't have in the summer series that we're gonna
Okay.
have in the fall series. First off, regular season now has its own cup. Yes, you heard it here first. Regular season has its own cup. So basically, we're bringing back Community Cup, right? So for the regular season now, when you play your 9 games, you get a fighting chance to win something. So the Community Shield is basically the cup for the regular season, right?
Okay.
So what do you think this would? How do you think this would affect players and teams?
Man, it would definitely affect teams when they get down to the end because remember last year I think the Warriors played around. They was undefeated. No, one team was
No,
this ain't
LA was
LA was
undefeated.
undefeated,
Yeah,
but you
and it's
might
not
have a
last year; it's this
this
year.
year, and you have opportunity to okay, let me rest players. I'm
Yeah,
still going to the playoffs,
yeah,
and the other team has one loss too.
yeah.
You have to play all your players now.
True.
So you have to win all the way through the season because you're going for that Community Cup Shield. Though.
Yes, sir.
So that affects you. You play differently now. You're not playing to, like you said, some teams might be playing, let me scout or see how this quarterback plays.
Yeah.
I have a 2 quarterback system.
Yeah.
So these days, you have to play to win.
Yeah. So sorry to cut you. Talking about quarterbacks right now, right? So the season, I mean, going into the season, the league has done a lot with
QB certification.
the QB training, the QB certification, and da 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 da. So now you actually have to have two QBs, right? Just in case one
One
falls
falls
out,
off.
and
Yeah.
you have to have two QBs. And what I see that the league has done, that is exciting to me, is really mandating that QBs, actually show that they're worth that position, because the QB position is basically the how would I put it, the
The engine,
base.
yeah,
Do
the
you
engine
understand?
for the
Yeah,
car.
that's the engine room of the team. Because if you can have a team of superb wide receivers. If you have a, mind my French, a shicey QB, your
Ain't
team
going
is going
nowhere.
down, right? But if you have a QB that is really good, knows how to plan, knows the structure, and your receivers are just a little bit above average, you can still do something, right?
Definitely.
Talking about the likes of Econ Sport, like I said, right, had a very good QB, but I mean, you could pick just one or two
Too.
players, like superb players, but then did they do it alone? No, right? However, you would know some very very big names in those teams. So back to what we were saying, right? How do you think this affects the players?
Man, it affects the players in a certain way now that they have to now get their stats and play hard through the whole season.
Season,
There's no
yeah,
time off. I
no
remember
time
last year
off.
some players actually set out for a game or injuries. You got to play through the injuries now.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
play. You got to put up
Yeah.
the stats and play great, so your team can now be in front. Because like
Hundred
you
percent,
said,
100%. Because there's something you're looking forward to now, as opposed to, oh, let me just win 5 games,
seeding
and
for playoffs.
let me just win 5 games, and then we're thinking about the playoffs. There's something to fight for till the end now.
Because some teams might be playing, their mindset is okay. I don't want to see LA. I might not want to see Rebels that first game.
Yeah.
I prefer seeing this team, so let me
Yeah. So
lose.
let me lose this
Yeah,
game.
in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So the teams won't think like that
So it
this year.
kills all of that.
They'll play for
Yeah.
that Community
True.
Cup
True.
shield.
So for the Community Cup Shield now, what do you think it means for the fans?
Another great experience for them to see something different, and it's always been there already. It's
Yeah.
something unique in the season now that they
Yeah.
haven't seen before.
Yeah.
One thing about Showtime, we're always bringing new things to the atmosphere, new
Yes,
things
sir.
to the forefront.
Yes,
So
sir.
people know, okay, we're not playing around, we're not dulling. We always on a high momentum, like keep getting higher and higher.
Mhm.
The Showtime Shield is gonna be something amazing
Exactly.
for the team this
Exactly.
year.
I mean, talking about the Showtime Shield, it for each team, it now goes back to what structure you have, and a big part of that structure would be what your QB can do, right? So let me quickly just piggyback and go a little bit backwards to after the preseason, we started the QB camp because the league saw that there's a deficit in
And
that
QBs,
position. Do you
definitely,
understand? There's a
definitely.
deficit in that position, and we saw that it'll make sense for us to invest in training QBs and also making sure that other players that are aspiring to be QBs see that there's a badge to this, right? There's a certain prestige to being a QB. Now, basically, I want to ask you this: like, what tangible improvement have you seen, right, in the quarterbacks from the training to the certification and now?
I've seen a lot. I'm gonna take prime example Timothy, Econ
Atibile,
Sports.
yeah, yeah,
The guy could barely even throw his mechanics off.
yeah. I mean, I know that for
Um,
sure because
that for
I
the
coached
training,
him.
get him. That for the training, you put him through in the QB certification. The guy can
Yeah,
now stay in the pocket and throw the ball now.
yeah, yeah,
Quarterbacks like Swipe that used to get the ball, be waiting for Russia.
yeah. Sure,
Now
yeah,
they're actually not thinking about the game anymore, counting on their fundamentals to get the ball where they need to go to. The coaching TT Lyle, now she can down throw. Sure, could throw deep balls,
yeah,
but they used to hang, float in there.
yeah,
Now she can throw straight balls,
yeah.
deep balls. It's improvement on a lot. Stephanie, it's improvement on a lot of QBs.
Oh, yes.
That's definitely
Yeah,
need.
talking about Stephanie, I think she's going to be a menace this season.
Most
Stephanie.
improved player, right?
Yes,
Timothy.
most improved QB participant or QB candidate, whatever you may call it, right? Like she was the most or she is the most improved player that I saw from that first week of the QB camp.
There's no fear. Her size doesn't distract
None.
her. Her
Yes.
size, she's ready to play.
There was a time in flag football in Nigeria where it was tall basketball chicks that they were recruiting and stuff that time.
But
right now it's the small chicks.
that's doing
It's
it.
the small chicks, but they're doing damage. I mean, look at the likes of Titilayo Abanikanda on
Raptors.
Raptors talking about what's her name again? Stephanie that we're talking about right now. Yeah, all these small petite girls are doing damage. And for me, I would say the most improved QB candidate, in my opinion, for a girl would be Stephanie. The most improved QB candidate for a guy is Taiwo. I would love to see what Taiwo's gonna do this season, to be honest.
He's going to be a work in progress. Depends how he starts off.
Yeah.
If he could throw the ball.
Yes.
And he's how I can put it, he's a school, he's a teacher of the game, he's a learner of the game. He even takes knowledge from you, then he will go back on his own and go over his game, wrote his own plays, get his own plays. So the boy
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
smart, he's ready for football though.
I do think he is a smart kid because I worked with him in QB camp and I work with him outside as well. I mean, I still saw him yesterday, right?
And he's willing to work. He's coming.
Exactly.
He's coming. Not like other people
willing
still sitting at
to
home.
work. I mean, he came to me one time while I was coaching these other kids, and he was like, he wants to learn how to like throw really deep. And I'm like, that's all you need to do. Throw deep. You have to, do you understand? You have to try it for you to know, what to do. And now you have the mechanics locked down, right? You have the mechanics locked down. You can throw. You have an arm on you. Although the kid is small, he needs to. You need to hit the gym. You need to do some push-ups, just to get your hands strong and stuff. So for me, right, I think beyond competition and the standardization of the QB via the certification and stuff, I think that would bring a lot of prestige to the what's it called, to the position of the QB.
But let me add this too. It brings more electrifying games, more scores.
Yeah.
If you have a quarterback that could throw the ball,
and
get the ball to where he understands the game,
yeah,
more. And that's what we want to see. We want to see electrifying games.
Yeah.
30, 38, 35,
yeah,
42,
Yeah.
48.
Yeah.
So this helping all these quarterbacks in the league is a great thing that at the end of the day, it will showcase. If not middle of the season,
yeah,
close to the end, but definitely next seasons, 2 or 3,
Yeah.
we'll have some.
No, I do think, yeah,
tight
I do
competition.
think that there's gonna be like a lot of breakout athletes this season, right? Maybe not on the QB position, right? However, I'm still rooting for Stephanie and Taiwo, right? But in other positions, like say what, because I mean, wide receivers are like the divas of the game.
Yeah,
Do you
for
understand? You
me,
get to see them a bit more, right? Ball snaps is a receiver that you're looking for next and stuff like that. So I think there's gonna be like a lot of breakout receivers this season. Like I said, QB, maybe Stephanie and Taiwo. I mean, anybody else can do damage as well, because the likes of Timothy Atibile is right there on the same team with his brother,
his
who
brother,
who is amazing, by the way. You know, talking about God's will,
God's will,
Atibile, who
Atibile,
was the rookie of the year
rookie of the
last
year.
year, and I'm pretty sure he is MVP contender this year. I mean, I'm just saying that out of pocket.
No,
Do you understand?
he go tell his brother, just throw the ball up there, go
Do,
get
do you
it.
get what I'm saying? Like,
Throw it
it's
up
going
there,
to be
go
a
get it.
throw it to me
That's it.
type of thing. But I mean, teams are going to be coming with strategy and da da da. But so for me, like I said, there's going to be a lot of breakout athletes this season. So that brings me to the Showtime Pro, right? We did the Showtime Pro again immediately after the season, and that drove us to the first of its kind that we did, the Pro Day, right? The Pro Day, and then we went into the official draft. This was like the very first official draft of Showtime, and I think, I mean, we tried to, you know, quickly just put that together and say, you know, we need to do a draft, right? Going into next season, I'm sure it's going to be a blowout. We're gonna, you know, advertise it. Everybody's gonna know that a draft is coming and stuff. So, could you explain the for you? Could you explain the concept you think was behind the Showtime Pro? I mean, you've been part of the program for a while. You've done Showtime Street. What do you think the real concept is for the Showtime Pro?
The real concept behind me for Showtime Pro is to find them gems and to get everybody to come out there to, how you put it, polish up your technique
Mm-hmm.
or what you don't know, because we have so many great coaches there.
Talents.
As yourself was there, Double Green was there, Remy Lecun was there,
Yeah.
I was there. So you had different, Coach BB was there. You had so many different minds out there. So you need any help,
Yeah.
you had it there. So if
Yeah.
you lose, actually, we say you snooze, you lose. So you didn't come, it's your loss, because that was
Yeah.
basically your off season to pick everyone's mind,
Yeah.
not just on the field,
Yeah.
but off the field as well.
Yeah.
So you want to be
That's true.
great in the game, you got to put that time in. The Showtime Pro was
True.
about
True.
getting everybody in one place,
Yeah.
and show that we're still a community and let everybody know that we're here for flag football. We're raising to a higher level. You don't see this nowhere in the world other than probably countries like USA, Mexico,
Yeah.
that's putting in that grind, that time into
Don't worry.
flag football.
I think from next year we're gonna start seeing an influx of international players coming to play in Showtime. Having said that, I want to ask you this question: how do you think players are responding to the, you know, showcase environment? That's for the Showtime Pro, right? Any standout performances that you've seen so far?
I'm trying to think of, and this is the new kids
New
that was
kids, yeah.
still in. I mean,
New
like
kids.
I said, the one that came from Ajugale, I think his name was
You always mention
Divine.
Ajigule. Ajigule is the.
But these
We're
guys,
coming for you,
when
Ajigule.
we first went there, I really think we're gonna see any real talent though. But that's when you find talent, when you're
Yeah.
not expected to see talent.
Yeah, yeah.
So to see one girl, one boy running around goofy, no shoes on, just laughing. Dude, like, no, you good? We talk to him. Let us come out to Showtime. And that first day when he came to Showtime Pro, like, coach, I'm staying.
Mm-hmm.
He was a basketball player. I'm staying. I
Yeah.
like this sport too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go far.
I mean, there's been a lot of influx of basketball players in the league,
Yeah,
right? I
definitely.
mean, talking about basketball players, I was a basketball player as well. I mean, I still play pickup basketball once in a while. So I think because it's a sport that originated from the same country, the same
Okay.
continent, is why, you know, athletes fit, and the training programs are similar, right? So the athletes just basically fit in perfectly, because basketball you have hand-eye coordination, football you have hand-eye coordination, and then a little bit more speed and being shifty for flag football. So yeah. Let's talk about Showtime Streets, right? Let's take one more step back from the Showtime Pro, because it's from the Showtime Streets basically that we, you know, bring in most of these players. So, Coach Mike, I mean, I know what inspired the Showtime streets, right? Because you and I have been part of this whole
Process.
charade, for like a decade now. Myself, for like a decade. You were opportune to coach the sport in the U.S. and da da da. But coming in here, we both would agree that where you would find the talents, it's in those streets, right? In those nooks and crannies where you have, like you said, this kid's running around without shoes. You just come across one unnecessarily athletic kid, that you
That's
feel like
sitting
will
at
fit,
home.
yeah, that will fit in
Still,
perfectly into the program. So, um, to you, right? I want to ask you from the streets into the pro. How do you think these athletes are fitting in to the teams, being a new sport and everything?
believe me, to me, the players will fit in very, very easily. It just only thing might be different in them is playing with old guys that are not their mates,
Yeah,
like age
yeah.
wise,
hmm
but it's a good thing because they have people to look up to.
So having said that, how do you think it changes the team dynamics with these new intakes and stuff like that? How do you think it changes team
They
dynamics?
make them definitely have a practice squad and, like you said, how you put a fielder squad that you have. It's not about going out there, go and look for the best players.
Yeah,
I have someone that's running a 4.7 that's sitting on my bench.
yeah.
If you only get playing time this year,
He's gonna get next year.
definitely gonna get playing time next year.
Yeah, definitely.
One person step. What's it? I want to say Army slogan: one man down, next
Another man
man
take it.
stands
Yeah,
up.
next one. Yeah,
So
next
this
man up.
Showtime Street, and it comes
Next
down
man
to
up.
find the player of the team is a big gain for all the teams. Team owners take this serious. If you don't want to, this Showtime Street and these players getting drafted into your teams is like one of the best things ever can happen.
Yeah.
You could go
Yeah.
back to now normalizing your teams and making people work for their pay.
I mean, still talking about the Showtime Pro, right? Coach Mike, you're a coach in the league. You've coached the team. How do you think that this Showtime Pro has affected like coaching methodologies, like coaching methods and the infrastructure since the introduction of the Showtime Pro? How do you think that has been?
No, it's been in the way now you have to migrate to change the way you coach.
Mm-hmm.
You're not changing you're not talking to people now to understand the game again.
Yeah.
You're not just coming just giving game plans again.
Yeah.
You're coming now to start over almost
Start
basically from A
over.
all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So you gotta have that
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
mindset of let me
Yeah.
cool down, let me train these guys right. Because what you teach them in the beginning is what they're gonna keep all the way till whenever they want to retire.
Yeah. Till the end.
You teach
Till the
them
end.
BS the beginning, they're gonna be learning that BS. They're gonna stick with it all the way to the end. So
Yeah.
you gotta now break out your strategy now, teach them well, and then at the end of the day, you'll rip your benefits of what you coach them later on.
Oh, definitely.
Probably not in your team, but
Yeah.
probably in the second or third team it goes to.
Definitely. So, Coach Mike, this is just like picking your brain a bit. Since 2023, I think you joined Showtime when 2024.
2024.
2024,
Yeah,
right? That's the during season X1 and stuff.
X1. I think the last championship was a community
Yeah,
cup, right
Community
before
Cup.
community
Yes,
cup.
yeah. Community Cup was after before season X1. So for me, the league has grown immensely, right? Since 2023, when it was just you know a recreational league. We're just taking over. It was just a community of people still coming around, having fun every Sunday. And
Yes.
then, we then transitioned into a professional league where you have athletes being paid to play a sport that is the fastest growing sport in the
In the
world right
world.
now, right? And Nigeria seems to be in the forefront, you know, of the whole thing, right? Nigeria seems to be in the forefront of the whole thing, talking about Showtime being the only existing, professional flag football league existing right now. So since then up until now, right, we've seen all of these changes. Going forward, what are the things that you think that should be put in place quickly, going into 2026? Looking forward to Olympics and da da da
Our rules.
rules.
Basically, adapting. We are using I5 rules though, but
Yeah.
flag football is new to everyone. So
Yeah.
anything we tweak is because of that's what we want to do for Showtime,
Yeah.
and it makes it more
Yeah.
electrifying.
Yeah.
But this some of the rules like impeding,
Yeah.
defense can't wrap around, remove flags,
Yeah.
block, impeding offensive player from running. Um,
Right. You're saying we should remove that,
no, we should
or
make sure we
we
referees call it and
call
emphasize it
that.
more
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
because once you
Yeah.
call it more, they'll know they can't do it. So when they
Yeah.
go to all the
Yeah.
international games, they're so used to doing it. That's
Yeah.
so you won't be going back now training the so-called elite players how to pull flags
Yeah.
and when not for the penalties.
I mean, talking about that part, right? We watched the IFF championships in Egypt, and there was actually funny thing about it is it wasn't on it was against, no, okay, so how would I put it? It was, the call was for Nigeria and not against Nigeria, right? It was I think Nigeria against Egypt, or was it Morocco, or whatever
Male or
country?
female?
Male
Okay.
team,
Okay.
when it was a Nigerian player was running the ball, and then the opposing team came in and then wrapped up to pull the flag, and and then the ref was explaining that you can't wrap up and stuff. So I do agree that we need to enforce that and make sure that every player in Showtime know that this type of thing is not part of the game. But I'm saying that to say that I think it's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. So yeah, continue.
Yeah, definitely everywhere. You're definitely correct about that though.
Yeah.
Running, I like you said, I love to see when the quarterbacks we have run the ball though. I wish we could emphasize and put that back, but the rule is the rule. I think is what we.
I mean, QBs can run, but you just have to like get a
more scoring.
Yeah,
it brings more scoring.
Yeah,
and we want
you have
see
to
the
get another
electrifying.
snap.
You in the stands, you want to see scores so you can understand the game.
Yeah.
I think we won the game last year. Raptors did 6-0.
Mm-hmm.
Boring game, but to me it was the best game because the other team didn't score. It was defense.
Yeah.
But people want to see scores. They want to see a touchdown. I think I had a friend that came. She was like, I know, I've learned a new word. I said, what the word? Warriors played. Touchdown, win, touchdown. So once you get to see them highlights and them touchdowns, catch the game on easily. People see fantastic scoring, and you cannot go back without saying or following Showtime. Say, I got to go back to Showtime next Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I've invited people into the game that are right now stuck on it. Right? You have people that are not even playing, asking, when is the season gonna start, and and stuff like that.
Everywhere we go, okay, imagine when for the thing for Coach Dom. Everywhere we go, somebody wants to touch the ball. Say, hey, what's this game about?
Oh, is it rugby? Is it? Yeah. No. It's amazing. It's amazing. So for me, right, I think something I think that we should really emphasize going forward is the female play. Right now is third and female, and that only gives so much time to the girls to play.
But
right?
It helped them out. That third and female
alone. It did help them
win
out.
that
Bro,
Egypt.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It did help them out, which is why I'm trying to make the point I'm making.
Okay.
Right? I agree with you 100% that it helped them out. So in my own opinion, I would think that we should give more chance to that. Right? So maybe like 1 minute warning, all female. Your females have to win that 1 minute. So it's an all female drive for the last 1 minute of each quarter. That's what I think. I mean, this is just wishful thinking.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's great because that third female is great. Then females playing against guys makes them better than other females.
Yes.
No matter what. So that's a total advantage for them. And that's what you see. Even if they go to any national game, I think Nigeria is going to be the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait for 2026 a world championship. To see what Nigeria would pull out of there. Like I said, I mean, the last time I had BB on the show, we had a conversation about that, and both our consensus was we think the girls that are going to be representing Nigeria in the World Championship, they're going to do great, right?
They played against an Egypt team that they've been doing flag football and tackle football for
a while.
Yeah. When we started, they were doing it. They had a league, organized league going.
Since I think 2010 or something.
And the females went down there and beat them.
Yeah.
So imagine, I'm not worried about the females.
Yeah.
The guys that we worry about.
That's where I'm going to exactly. So for the girls, the sport of flag football is just going around the world. Girls are just adopting it. So adopting it. So it's gonna be like, I would say a fair chance right? It's either you win or you lose in that stead. However, for the male counterparts, right? Talking about teams like Team USA, Team Mexico,
Mexico.
where these countries where
They
these
born in
players have
football.
played tackle football and they're transitioning into flag football,
now.
or some of them that have been playing flag football for a while. So it's going to be a big fight. I'm not saying that Nigeria is not going to showcase in the male category. We are going to showcase in the championships, and I know definitely that's going to be like a few mentioned names in that Nigerian crew for the male players. However, I think it's going to be a battle. That's what I think. I think it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a bloodbath, especially if we. And I'm saying this here first, just in case it happens, right? I think, or I believe strongly that going into the World Championship, they're going to pitch Nigeria against teams like US, Canada,
the first
Mexico,
group A,
just to see what we could do. And I'm saying this on both the men's side and the women's side, right? Oh, you guys are African champions. Let's see what you can do. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's see what you can do. I mean, with that, I think if we do come back with something, like BB said the last time, he said he thinks the girls are going to go between, I mean, gold is far-fetched, right? But bronze is something. You get what I'm saying? For the girls.
Realistic.
Yeah, for the ladies, bronze is realistic. However, for the guys, damn, we have to fight. Like I said, it's going to be a bloodbath out there. But hey, we wish them the best of luck.
Let me hit on that. Wait, let's hit on before you forget about your females. The last 1 minute of the how you want to do it? Quarter?
Yeah, so the last 1 minute of each half.
Each half.
Last 1 minute of each half is female. So it means that when it comes down to the end of the game, your female crew has to win.
Either win the game or lose the game.
Lose the game. Do you understand? So this basically puts that pressure on the female crew. And what that does for the team is that you have to train your females.
More time to give the guys.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So and that automatically makes them a lot more better. It makes them a lot more better because they now know, imagine this 1 minute game, you're losing by 1 touchdown, 6 points, right? And you field your ladies. You can either make you or kill you.
And you know your females are way better than next team. You even count down for that 1 minute.
You count down for it, exactly. You count down for it. And that would help us also see more female crew, driving the ball. Because one down a series is just, let's try to get a first down, or let's just try to, get closer to a first down.
They don't have no game plan.
They don't have no game plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? Except maybe some teams that would say, you know what, see these people just do. But it's always one snap, one throw, one route. And it leads to one thing. Either first down or touchdown, or
this one 1 minute could feel like the whole game,
the whole half. 1 minute can feel like the whole game. Like it will be like you're watching a female flag football game, right? Because now you need to drive. Now, even if you want to throw deep, somebody can get you picked. And then once they pick, their own offense comes on. Female, they have to drive the ball, or they have to, So it's going to be a little bit of back and forth.
The girls going to have to play both ways then.
They have to. No, I mean right now they do. Third and female and regular play.
Okay, third female, all female offense, 7 all female defense.
Yeah.
If not, it's turnover because it still lasts 1 minute.
Yeah.
Their girls will come back on offense.
I mean, see what that means again. That means you go recruit more females.
You have at least 10 females on your team.
Yeah, you go recruit more females. That's what it means.
Showtime, you have at least 10 females on your roster. At least.
You have to have at least, yes, exactly. At least 10 females on your roster. But for me, I think that's just going to be like a game changer. So, I mean, if you vote for that, you could go comment on the leave your comment on the video, and let's vote on it. Let's see whether people would want to see it. What people think about it, and if they want to see something like that. So looking ahead into the fall series, right? Let me ask you, what's your own game plan for the season, right? Any strategy, focus, for your team's performance and skills development?
My skill development is learning how to pull flags the right way on the side, develop the QB position.
Yeah.
Because once you develop that QB position, all the rest of the positions will fall in place. people tend to follow quarterbacks. People follow Williams.
Yeah.
People follow Tyrell was good. They're following him for the
Tayo. Yeah. Tayo.
Tyrell for the
LA.
LA.
LA. Yeah.
People tend to follow him. So if you
K.
build that quarterback, wherever K is, he
Yeah.
brings.
Yeah.
He must be like, okay, I want to come play for you.
Play for K.
You
Yeah.
understand? So you have to build that QB position. Let people learn how to pull flags the right
No
way.
lies though. No
You
lies though.
understand?
Yeah.
And then special teams. See that throw off, return,
Yeah.
punt. Those are key pieces of the game that you need to
focus
be
on.
focused on, be ready for.
Yeah.
Because when it
Yeah.
comes up, if you're not ready, we have a penalty that leads to a turnover. And that right there could cost you
Are
the
you
game.
gonna have somebody like Dabo running all the way home?
Running back, returning. So if
Returning
you're not
all the way
prepared
home.
for him,
Yeah.
you have to put in the game plan. If you're not prepared for him, at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, oh boy, I thought flag football was only offense and defense.
Nah, man. Special teams as well.
Special
Teams
teams
as well. So in closing, right? In closing, in summation of everything, right? We've achieved premier goals in Showtime. You know, having the QB camp and all the other whatnots, and then season expansion. You know, as opposed to one season a year, we've expanded to 2 seasons a year. Player development, talking about the Showtime Street, talking about the Showtime Pro, talking about the QB camp that led to the certification and stuff. Professionalism, still talking about Showtime Pro, and really getting into the nitty gritty parts of the sport and learning the learning of the sport. So my final thoughts basically is that Showtime's vision is way more than what even I can talk about. But I have my personal vision for Showtime, being the commissioner of the league and all. And in a year, I actually want to see I think 2026 summer series. I actually want to see, or yeah, I want to see Showtime teams field players that we can market. Talking about players from, you have a player from UCLA playing on Warriors, or you have a player from Canada playing on Raptors, that type of stuff, right? And to be honest, all those type of things are what I think is very, very much possible, right? Discussions have gone on, and I see the potential of it, and it's something definitely that I think we're going to achieve going into 2026. So basically, tune in to all the games as we go into the season. The unofficial scrimmage is coming up this Sunday. If you want to come and watch just to see some teams come out and get whooped, and some teams come out and just flex them up. We're running into the season, and it's been an exciting few months so far, gearing up for the fall series. So basically, if you're a fan of Showtime, you're a fan of DOD, go on the comment section. Let us know what you think that Showtime should implement, going forward, your ideas, whatever, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you're abroad, anywhere that you are, Showtime is for you. If you're a fan of Showtime, we appreciate you. And this is DOD, and this is how we close the day. Coach Mike, thank you very much for joining us on the show today.
Anytime,
yeah, Coach Mike is definitely going to be coming back onto the show very much because we have a lot in common, myself and Coach Mike, but also a lot of players are going to be coming through this show. You're going to be seeing both discussions on flag football, sport, and everything in between. I remain Adibari Adejumo, the commissioner of the Showtime Flag Football League. And I say to you, this is DOD, Discuss on Discord. And what time is it? It's Showtime.
Showtime.